Hey everyone, John the Clover Home Leisure guy. Today I'm going to walk you step by step through the process of starting your Hot Springs hot tub using the FreshWater Salt System and the IQ monitor. I have simplified many of the owner's manuals into clear, simple steps. By the end you'll know exactly what to do from day one and learn how to keep your water crystal clear all year round. Your new hot tub comes with a startup kit that includes the basics you need to treat your water and get ready for your first soak. You want to make sure that you have these essentials from your kit ready to go. 5-in-1 test strips, granular chlorine, salt, salt test strips, vanishing act, a phosphate tester, stain and scale, enzymes, a freshwater salt cartridge, and the FreshWater IQ. Depending on your local water chemistry, you may also need pH up, pH down, or alkalinity increaser. So let's get started. Locate the filter compartment and take out the filter or filters. If you're using well water or source water that is high in mineral content, you should use the FreshWater Clean Screen pre-filter. It removes minerals that can affect the water chemistry and damage internal components. Next, insert the hose. If your hot tub has a standpipe, place the hose inside as far as it will go without forcing it. This pushes air out of the pump and helps to prevent airlocks. If you don't have one, just place the hose in the filter compartment. Once filled, power on your hot tub. Now if you do get an airlock, power off your hot tub, wait a few moments, and turn it back on, and try this a few times. If you're still stuck, check out my troubleshooting video linked in the description. Check to see if your FreshWater cartridge is pre-installed. First you need to turn off the power at the breaker, then remove the cap. Next, press down on the button and pull out the cartridge. If it's the dummy plug, replace it with a new cartridge and turn the power back on. If the topside control indicates a problem or the logo light is flashing, this is normal during setup and heating. Once the startup is completed, these prompts will stop. If the issue continues after reaching temperature and adding salt, contact Clover for assistance. When the water reaches 80 degrees, take a test strip and dip it in about wrist deep. The levels you're looking to have are 80 to 120 for alkalinity, pH 7.2 to 7.8, and water hardness at 50 to 75. Adjustments always adjust alkalinity first, then pH. And if you want to learn more about water chemistry, check out our blog or our Water Academy series on YouTube. If any of your levels are off, adjust using the right chemical for the right job. The directions for each chemical are on the packaging, which should tell you how much to use for the number of gallons in your hot tub. If you need to adjust for high alkalinity, you would use pH down. For high alkalinity, use an alkalinity increaser. And when adjusting for high pH, use pH down, and for low pH, use pH up. Anytime you add chemicals, run the jets on high for 10 minutes with the cover open. Always add chemicals near the filter compartment. If water hardness is above 75 ppm, use the Vanishing Act calcium remover to lower it. Rinse the Vanishing Act under a faucet before placing it into your hot tub. At the bottom of your hot tub, you will see a round grate. This is where you want to place the Vanishing Act. Next, you want to test for excessive phosphates, which can cause chlorine loss, green tint in your water, or foaming. Phosphates need to be kept below 300 parts per billion. If treatment is needed, only add about half of the recommended dose at a time. Retest after 12 hours and repeat until levels are under 300 parts per billion. 0 isn't necessary, you only need to stay below 300. Apply stain and scale remover to protect against metals. Be sure to rinse the filters 24 hours after application. To get your FreshWater Salt System started, press the jet icon and set to high. And start with adding half the amount of recommended salt listed on the directions. Wait 10 minutes, then test. Your target is 1750 parts per million. Continue adding 1 cup at a time with the jets running, waiting 10 minutes between tests, until you reach the 1750 ppm. When you've reached the correct salt level, set the salt cartridge output to 10 using the FreshWater icon from the top side. Your hot tub has a built-in meter to check for dissolved solids. Now, salt becomes a dissolved solid when added to your hot tub's water. When dissolved solids are too low or too high, the system goes inactive until the dissolved solid or salt level is corrected. Now, if you have too much salt, you will have to drain some of the water and refill it to dilute the salt. It takes a few days for the chlorine system to generate chlorine. To start using your tub right away, you want to establish some chlorine level. Add a small amount of chlorine per the package directions, and your target is about 5 ppm. Once your hot tub reaches the right temperature and the test levels are balanced, you're ready for a soak. Test alkalinity, pH, and chlorine daily. Keep adding chlorine as needed. Once chlorine consistently holds at 3 ppm for 2 to 3 days, your salt system is fully generating chlorine and you won't need to add any more. At this time, you can set your output level to the one recommended for your hot tub using the graphic on the screen. By now, the vanishing axe should have lowered the hardness to the correct level. Verify this with the test strip and then remove it. You'll need a new one next time you refill. During the first few weeks, check your water chemistry often. Levels take time to stabilize, but once they do, you'll fall into a routine that keeps your water sparkling. For the next few days, I'd recommend learning your hot tub's functions and letting the water stabilize. Keep testing daily. Once your hot tub is running smoothly and the chlorine level is stable at 3 ppm or more, you are ready to install your IQ monitor. Turn off the power at the breaker, remove the cap, unlock and remove the dummy plug held in by this small screw. Install and insert the IQ monitor by turning the handle to the lock position, lining up the arrow on the handle with the symbols on your hot tub, then restore power. For the first 24 hours, the system will be calibrating and no readings will be displayed. After 24 hours, then press water care on your top side. Your screen will now display pH and chlorine levels. Press each label to view the values. You should also see the IQ and saltwater cartridge status bars. If adjustments are needed, your screen highlights them in yellow or red. Red being a little bit more urgent than yellow. Follow the on-screen instructions. The logo light may also be flashing to indicate attention is needed. To prevent foaming and scum lines in your hot tub, add the natural enzyme to your water according to the directions on the bottle. Natural enzyme products like Spa Perfect are also good alternatives. A week after your IQ is installed, dip a 5-way test strip into your water to check to make sure the IQ is functioning correctly. Inspect your filters weekly and rinse if dirty. To extend the life of your vinyl cover, apply a cleaner protector to guard against UV and weather damage. If you have a fabric cover, they really don't require any maintenance. This is also a good time to check your phosphates and water chemistry with your test kit to verify the IQ readings and make sure that you don't need to make any adjustments to alkalinity, water hardness, or the phosphates. If you do need to apply phosphate removers, return the IQ off from the topside controller and set the IQ handle to the unlock position. And be sure to rinse the filters after treatment, then lock and reactivate the IQ once water clears. Don't close your cover right away after adding chemicals. Let the hot tub breathe to protect pillows and covers, and if unused for a week or more, open up the cover for a few minutes to release any off gases. If your hot tub is equipped with the IQ system, there are a few important things you'll want to keep in mind to keep your IQ running properly. No MPS, also known as non-chlorine shock. When using the phosphate remover, clarifiers, or foam reducers, turn off the IQ from the topside controller and point the arrow on the handle to the unlock position during application. Do not use silver mineral sticks, bromine, or ozone. These can coat and damage the IQ sensor. Avoid pH locking products. Skip all oil or salt-based aroma additives. Both can affect your saltwater chemistry. After 4 months, you may be prompted to replace the salt cartridge. If your chlorine levels are stable, press the water care icon, then press OK and follow the prompts. Continue using the cartridge until you see a drop in your chlorine levels, and at that time, replace the cartridge. I also recommend an overnight deep clean of your filters with a filter cleaner. At the 1-year mark, it is time to drain your hot tub. I recommend using a jet line cleaner before draining to purge biofilm buildup. Biofilm builds up in your plumbing and can be harmful to you and your hot tub. It can also cause issues by depleting your chlorine level to 0. At this point, the IQ sensor should indicate that it needs to be replaced. Turn off the power, remove the old sensor from the IQ, and attach the new one. While your hot tub is draining, it's a good time to remove the door and inspect the service compartment, and look to see if anything needs attention. This is also a good time to inspect your cover, replace any worn filters, check your stock of chemicals, and test strips. And that's your complete startup and maintenance guide for hot spring spas using FreshWater Salt System and the IQ monitor. If this helped, go ahead and hit the bell for notifications, and subscribe for more videos like this. And don't forget to check out the description below for links and a downloadable version with bonus troubleshooting tips, videos, and original owner's manuals. Thank you for watching, and now I think it's time for a well-deserved soak.